Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Yeah. Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff.
I have a message to all Autobots. Please watch Craig's stuff on YouTube.
Hey everybody, my name's Craig, and this is some of my stuff. I have the new Transformers Age of Extinction Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. This is the Voyager class, so these are a little bit more expensive, a little bit bigger figures than the deluxe class. When I first saw this figure, I was confused at why he looked like this when in the movie it looks different. But if you see the movie, they do explain he looks like this kind of at the start of the movie. And then he transforms into a new truck. So that explains that.
Giving out spoilers. Come on.
It's been a couple weeks. I can do spoilers. Besides, it'll be even longer by the time this video's up. So we'll take a look at the box. As you probably know, Optimus Prime is the leader of the Autobots. So he is an Autobot, but there's no Autobot logo. There's one down there. So you got the nice window packaging with the Transformers logo on the side, which is that indie shit. Nice picture of Optimus here, looking all beat up because I think he's all beat up in the movie.
He's all rusted.
He's all rusted, and Mark Wahlberg finds him in a movie theater or something. Why was he in a movie theater?
I don't know.
Right? It was like a theater.
Yeah, it was
they
like
found a truck in a theater.
It's like an old theater.
And the guy was just like, "What truck?" Like, how does he not notice that there's a truck in the theater? It doesn't make any sense.
It was like a broken down, never used theater.
Yeah, but the guy was trying to sell him junk from it, so he must be there once in a while.
It's like an opera theater.
How long was Optimus in there?
I don't know. He had a shell with his stomach. Remember?
Crazy.
A rocket, whatever it was.
Whatever it was. Alright, on this side you got more indie Transformers, Autobot, and it says Transformers Generations Voyager Class Series M4 number 1. So this is number 1, number 2 being the Voyager Class Grimlock, which I will not be getting because I got the 2-pack. Meteor with the Autobot symbol on this side. And on the back.
Full description.
Yes, we have a nice description of him up here at the top. You can pause if you'd like to read that. You have a nice picture of Optimus here, his truck mode, and the Grimlock.
And he comes with an ion cannon.
Yep.
Yep. No.
Oh, and he changes in 18 steps.
A+. So, A+.
And his age is 8+, so
we'll see if that's true.
we will. We always will. We always do. So, Autobots are all out. So he's out of the box now, and he's looking pretty cool. So far, I really like how he looks. My only complaint is his head sculpt. His face kind of looks a little strange. They didn't put any really color in his eyes, which would have been nice if they put some color in his eyes. There's just like this clear material that kind of goes into his eyes, but you can't really see it, so it blends right in with the gray. I don't know if you can see that.
Head's a little small too. I think it could have been a little bit bigger.
It's alright, I think the size, but it's really just
You can barely see it.
just the eyes that I have a problem with in his face. So, but this is like how I always like Optimus with the
windows on his
with the
chest.
window boobies.
Boobies.
Window boobies, and I'm not a huge fan of the design for him from the movie, but which is why I like this figure. So the sculpt is pretty nice. I really like. He's got on his arms. He's got the windows here, and of course you got like the front of the truck always in the front with the lights here.
The front grill.
The grill. That's nice. So they did a good job, and of course, you got the wheels on his feet, on his legs there. So the sculpt of him is very nice. They did a good job with that. The paint applications, there's like I said before. I mean, if they didn't put any eyes, that sucks. But the rest of them is really nice. The red is really good, and the blue. what it looks like to be just blue plastic is really, really, really nice. With this one, of course, they got gray mixed in with the red, so they did a good job with that. Although in this mode, it doesn't look like there's really any Autobot logo visible, which is kind of strange. They usually always have an Autobot logo somewhere on them. I see where it actually is. It actually is on his. It's in the truck mode. You'll see it.
It's not on his chest.
But usually they have one maybe somewhere on his chest or something like that. Which is, I feel like that's kind of lazy. They could have just thrown it right on the grill,
Like how it is in the movie.
Yeah. His head does move a tad, not very much. You can't really get it. Just moves up and down like.
Jersey Shore.
You got shoulders. You have a little bit of an elbow, somewhat whatever. I guess that's kind of the elbow,
yeah.
But it spins at a different portion there. You do get waist motion, legs, knees, and ankles, and the foot moves. So you got a decent amount of movement on him. So that's pretty cool. Let's see how tall he is. How tall is he there, Rye?
6 5/8.
6 5/8 approximately, which is just like the size of Grimlock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To his head. So, good size. Oh, and he also comes with a nice gun that fits right into his hand. So.
Nice ion cannon.
Yes, a nice ion cannon, which actually shoots. Doesn't have much of a spring, which kind of sucks, but whatever, no biggie.
Is there any detail in the gun?
There is detail in the gun. The gun actually looks very nice. It's a very good sculpt. They put a lot of, they did a nice job with the sculpting detail. All the nicks and knacks on there. Even the look in the barrel and the stock. Very cool. Guess we'll take a look at him in his vehicle mode and see how he looks there, because always Transformers, they gotta be good in both modes. So let's take a look. Holy crap, that was hard. Because God forbid they give you the reverse instructions. I mean, they give you the thing in robot mode, but the instructions are from vehicle to robot. It's so difficult to understand them.
Great. Set A+ on it. You think it was A+?
No, this is like 89 plus.
89.
Years.
You gotta be a grandpa.
You have to have years and years of Transformers experience right before your dementia sets in. Sets in, you know what I mean? So, right before that sets in, you'll be a Transforming master. But he does look pretty cool in the robot, or the vehicle mode. They did a really good job compacting everything together. The back isn't perfect. I mean, there's really not much you can usually do with this portion. They usually just do his legs, and it always seems to be some sort of open parts. And the gun looks kind of silly on top of his head, so why bother?
Can it go on the back too?
It can go on the back.
He just shot the wall.
Yeah, but I mean. So, whatever. But it does look pretty cool. I do like it a lot. And like I was saying before, the Autobot logos are right here on this side. And there's one on the opposite side. A couple of things I find strange is that the windows on his chest are totally different than these windows. Those windows actually end up here.
What?
So, it just, it doesn't make
any sense.
a lot of sense. I mean, they could have done it differently, and I'm sure they're trying to just change it up because they don't want to put out the exact same figure.
How many times could they do Optimus?
Exactly. So, I mean, you're limited when it's also design, movie designs, because you're limited to what it looks like in the movie. But it's nice, and I do like it, so...
How does it roll? Does it roll out?
It's alright. It kind of... not... I mean, the wheels seem to be touching the ground, so that's good.
So you would say pretty much the leader class truck mode?
The leader class truck mode's definitely nicer than this one. But the leader class's robot mode is an utter failure. So... which is why I'm going to give this one a buy. I really like his robot mode, and I really like his truck mode, so they did a really good job with this figure. Much better than the Grimlock. So, very, very, very pleased with this figure. And,
one thing I could say they probably should have put a little more rust into it. Because in the movie,
yeah, they could have.
He's not like bright
yeah.
red and blue. It's all more like gray rust.
Yeah, I mean, they could have done that. Would have been kind of cool. Maybe some crack. Maybe the window could have been cracked.
I think the one on his chest was.
No, those were just.
Sure.
No, they're just windshield wipers.
Oh, it looks like a crack.
Yeah, I know it does kind of. So, pick this one up. You can get it at pretty much any big retail store. They got them. Not too hard to track down. So pick up an Optimus Prime, Voyager class.
Hound's coming out.
Oh, I'm pumped for Hound. Hound I'm pumped for. I can't wait for Hound.
Hound, who else?
Hound and Galvatron.
Megatron. It's pretty much going to be the same thing, but black.
Yeah, pretty much. So, thank you so much for watching this episode of Craig's Stuff. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, subscribe to me right here on YouTube. Check out the Instagram where I'll have pictures of everything that I review, along with some other stuff that I don't review because I have so much stuff. It's kind of hard to review it all. So, make sure you leave a comment, and I guess I will see you guys next time.